Okay, I guess it's recording. All right. A trade recap for 20th August 2026. Not this one. Now you know. If you don't know, then now you know. Switching up the angles. Now in the goals with the illuminator. 4 or 5 chains. Go get entanglement. Hands in the first mail's going to change. You change for the better. He did better. That's my vendetta. No, 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 no. I'm not doing that. All right. So this is the execution. This trade is, I mean, I gotta be honest. This is this is the best trade I've. I mean, this is the best trade I took in a while. Reason, reason is very, very good. So then I go to 1 minute, nothing else, nothing else. Don't have to go to anything. I didn't mark it because I can like literally see it without this fibs here. All right. We are almost pushing up to 50%, and there is a liquidity right at the 50% of this whole range. So let's go to 1 hour first and then come back from there. All right. So 1 hour, we got a huge imbalance. Perfect. Everything is going bearish. Everything looks bearish now. You also have an unfilled 1 hour fair value gap, and also this 4 hour. I mean, this liquidity zone right here. Everything is bearish. If the price wanna go up to probably these highs, probably another 4 hour. I mean, unfilled fair value gap, whatever, like if the price want to go up, this is the only way. This low has to get swept and then most probably come back to this 1 hour imbalance and then tap on that 1 hour imbalance and then like probably move up. So that was the whole process, the whole plan if I was bullish, right? So nothing else. I was straight up bearish when I saw this 1 hour fair value gap is there. And we got a break of structure here. This is one breakup structure, two breakup structure. We got two breakup structures, and then as you can see, 1 hour inversion, and then 1 hour fair value gap is respected, and that says that the fair value gap is gonna hold. This fair value gap is gonna hold because that's a displacement. We have a clear drawn liquidity. We have everything for us to go for bearish. So slightly drop down the time frame when you see there we go a 15-minute unfilled fair value gap, another 15-minute unfilled fair value gap. But that was not the only confluence that I had on this trade. When you go to 5 minutes time frame, this is the first unfilled fair value gap. This happened exactly at market open. Market open, first 5 minutes, the price was pretty bearish. So once I saw this one, I mean, 5 minute fair value gap being respected, and as you can see on the lower time frame, we still have this high as a liquidity zone. So imagine, as always, I used to like keep, I mean, I always tell myself one thing, and I mean, this is something that helps me in order for me to see the market very clear in a clear eyes. So I'm gonna take this as a higher time frame, probably even if this is a 4 hour fair value gap, 4 hour time frame. What do we do? Like we drop down to lower time frame, blah blah blah. No, I'm gonna like take this as a liquidity zone, which is actually a liquidity zone though. But most probably 1 minute. I mean, the lower time frames doesn't really work that often. But yeah, for a short move, we can actually do this. So this is a liquidity sweep, and then this 5 minutes fair value gap. After seeing that 5 minutes fair value gap being respected, and then we have a displacement and a close below this 1 minute fair value gap. So we then have a lot of, reaction or no imbalance while moving up to this 5 minutes imbalance. And one more thing is that, like, I was worried about this 5 minutes imbalance, which is also unfilled, and we also have a liquidity zone right there. But what makes this 5 minutes hold? Because this is the 50% of this whole range. So most probably that is a reversal zone. So that's the reason why price reversed from there. Like, price didn't actually close above that 5 minutes fair value gap and just kept consolidating. And we really don't want to see the consolidation. So here it is. 5 minutes holding, 1 minute inversion. The very next candle, it's my entry. So the very next moment when I go to 30-second time frame, I was pretty much shitting my pants because okay, if this goes straight up to my stop loss, like what is the point? Like I was like beating myself up, like, bro, you're gonna have to wait until 10 a.m. not to take a trade. But this seems more obvious, and there's no trade after that. And if I would have missed this trade, I would have probably closed this day in red because this would have been an entry that I would be involved in. Probably have my entry would have been like way worse, probably here. Or maybe this inversion, maybe I wouldn't actually take this because this doesn't has any convictions on this. I mean, like there's a lot of reason. I have a lot of reasons, but it is what it is, man. End of the day, this is the only move that I could catch, and I believe that this is the perfect move. And I was so confident on this trade that this trade is not going to hit the stop loss. As you can see, we have a high, we have a liquidity sweep, and we have a protected high, another protected high. So if the price were to hold this, I mean, if the price inverses this inversion should have actually taken us out. I mean, or before this, right? I don't know how to say this. So this swing, right? So this swing, this should have swept out these highs. So we could probably expect the price to keep going, continuing for, up, and maybe probably be respecting this 5 minute imbalance. So there's a lot of things on this. So you gotta have to see it very minute. So the stop hunt, 5 minutes fair value gap, inversion, manipulation, the distribution. So then if I were not to take this trade, I would probably would not be trade. I mean, I would not have taken any trade. Maybe this would have been a trade, but eventually would have got stopped out of break even or probably would have done the worst thing. Maybe I don't know. But this is the only move that I could catch. I like this move to be honest. So not the consolidation part. I was expecting the price to like keep continuing lower, probably taking out these lows right here. But that happened way off the hook, off the session or whatever. But this is a lovely trade. I mean, I was supposed to be holding until this point, but when I saw this 5 minute fair value gap and then this liquidity pool, once I saw a certain profit, I mean, I closed it because of the profits. I gotta be honest here. I mean, that's the whole point. I gotta build my buffer and then like probably do uh, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, man, look at this trade played out. Once this 930 it's been like now once the price comes back to these 930 open low, I break even the trade and then rest is history. When I was in 5 minutes, yeah, I was in 5 minutes with this trade. 5 minutes, that's what happened, and wow. I thought at a point I thought I'm gonna get stopped out of break even, or at a point after taking this entry, I thought I'm gonna get stopped out exactly very next second, but yeah, I just didn't get stopped out. All thanks to God. So God gave me strength to actually endure this trade. So that's what I believe in. Yeah, man. End of the day, you gotta believe. End of the day, you gotta feel something. Why not feel unbeatable? Why not feel untouchable? Why not feel like the best could ever do this? So that's Conor McGregor's quote. But I just really love that, and I keep saying. I mean, I love to keep saying that because why not feel untouchable? Why not feel undefeated? Why not feel like you can do anything in the whole entire world? Anything that you put your mind to is you can do it. Talent is just a pursuit interest onto something. So if you have interest onto something, you be good at it. So you just have to try and do it and you'll be good at it. So likewise trading, likewise playing football, cricket, whatever, boxing, playing guitar, or singing a song, or talking in front of a camera, creating content, anything it might be. So you just have to do it. You can just be a photographer. You can be a film. I mean, you can even create a movie. You can write a screenplay. You can write raps. You can create music. You can do anything. If you just stop wasting your time and then just be productive, put 5%, 0.01 percentage of your energy towards something that's gonna actually potentially give you a lot of better things in life, like going out, clearing up your head, anything it might be. But all you gotta do is just try, try one more time, try one more, another time, try another time. If you fail, like if there's no failure, then there's no fun. Live life dangerous, bro. You only got one shot at this. Like, why be living a normal life? Why be living a normal life? Explore, learn, fall flat on your face. Just keep learning. Just get back up and just keep moving forward. Keep going up. So that is something that will actually makes us feel alive. I mean, I believe that's gonna make me feel alive, but I don't know about a lot of people, but yeah, man, end of the day, you gotta feel something, you gotta feel some way. So feel like you're the best. You can do anything. So as always, believe in yourself, believe in God. Anything is possible. There's nothing in this world that you can't do. Everything has a solution. All you gotta just do it. All you gotta do is just do it. So I'm out. I'm exhausted. Look at my eyes. So I gotta go sleep. All right, man. Adios.